Hold up, y'all, because what just went down in the Lil Durk and King Von saga has left the entire hip-hop world shook. You will not believe what a judge just confirmed these. A real development in this case that's been keeping fans on edge for months. Emotions ran high in the courtroom today, and the reactions online are already explosive. People are tweeting, commenting, and straight up losing it over this news. And honestly, we can see why. The tension in the air was thick, and you could feel every eye in the room locked on the drama that was about to unfold. Sources say the judge dropped a bombshell ruling that no one saw coming. Something that could completely flip the narrative of the case. And just when you thought the story couldn't get any crazier, insiders are saying there were heated exchanges, slammed doors, and accusations flying that left the family divided and fans on the edge of their seats. There were whispers that even close friends of Lil Durk were caught in the crossfire, debating whether loyalty or the truth should come first. And the reactions? Let's just say social media is officially out of control. Fans are shocked, celebs are weighing in, and the comment sections are straight-up battlefield zones. This changes everything. One fan tweeted, while another said, "I can't believe they confirmed this." Durk is about to respond. The tension between the camps is so real that some are predicting a fallout bigger than we've ever seen in the rap world. Stick with us, because in this video, we're breaking down every twist, every heated argument, and every shocking revelation that went down behind closed doors. Trust me, you're not ready for what we're about to reveal. The drama is just getting started, and by the end of this, you'll see why the hip-hop community is in complete chaos over Lil Durk and King Von's latest case update. The courtroom was tense. Every eye fixed on the judge as the gavel hit the table, echoing like thunder in the packed room. Lil Durk sat quietly, his jaw tight, eyes darting toward the gallery where friends, family, and even some unexpected faces had gathered. Whispers floated through the air, speculation buzzing like a hive of bees, and the camera crews captured every flicker of emotion. No one expected the confirmation that was about to come, and the energy in the room was almost unbearable. The judge leaned forward, his voice steady but heavy with weight, and uttered words that would immediately ripple across social media after reviewing all evidence. The court confirms new developments in the ongoing case involving Lil Durk and the late King Von. Murmurs turned to gasps. Some people covered their mouths, others froze mid-breath, unable to process what they had just heard. Fans outside had been waiting for months for any hint of progression. And now, with a single sentence, their worlds tilted sideways inside the room. Emotions ran high. Lil Durk's legal team exchanged glances. One hand scratching nervously at a notepad, the other gripping a pen as if it were a lifeline. The family of King Von, seated a few rows back, whispered fiercely among themselves, faces etched with a mix of anger and sorrow. How could they confirm something like this without telling us first? One of Von's cousins muttered under her breath, her eyes glinting with tears and fury. It was clear that the confirmation wasn't just a procedural update, it carried implications that could change alliances, reputations, and possibly the trajectory of the hip-hop community's perception of both artists. Outside the courthouse, fans had already swarmed social media. Twitter exploded with hashtags, some supportive, some accusatory, and some downright confused. Did the judge just side with Durk? One fan typed frantically, refreshing the page every few seconds. Another tweeted, "Von's legacy deserves better. This is wild." Emotions were raw, opinions unfiltered, and speculation ran rampant. Friends of both camps were being tagged, stories were being shared, and theories, some plausible, some outrageous, were already trending. The intensity of the situation was feeding a digital frenzy, and insiders hinted that the personal stakes were higher than anyone imagined. Back in the courtroom, the tension didn't ease. The judge outlined certain details, carefully choosing words that left plenty of room for interpretation. And Durk's team listened intently, nodding occasionally, but never letting a smile slip. The late King Von's family reacted visibly, exchanging whispered debates that sometimes erupted in low, sharp exclamations. "We can't just let this slide," one family member hissed, gripping the armrest of their chair so tightly their knuckles turned white. This isn't just about the court, it's about respect, loyalty, and truth. Across the room, a close associate of Lil Durk leaned over and murmured, "Stay calm. Let's handle this, smart." The fans are watching, and every move counts. The story took an unexpected twist when an insider source, speaking on condition of anonymity, claimed that the confirmation had revealed private communications that could paint new perspectives on past incidents. According to this source, text messages and voice notes allegedly exchanged between key figures were presented to the court, sparking heated arguments behind closed doors. The revelation reportedly caused shockwaves among both camps. Durk reportedly confronted one of his own associates, demanding to know why sensitive messages were leaked, while Von's family allegedly questioned whether they could trust even those closest to them. It was a web of tension, secrecy, and betrayal that no one outside the room fully understood, but the cameras captured, enough to make the public's imagination run wild. Meanwhile, social media reactions escalated to pure chaos. TikToks were being made, Instagram stories uploaded, and YouTube clips clipped into rapid-fire commentary videos. Fans were dissecting every frame of the courthouse footage, analyzing Durk's subtle glances, Von's family members' gestures, and the judge's neutral expressions. "Look at his face," one viral post said, pointing out Durk's tight jaw. "He knows something the public doesn't," another commented. Von's cousin just threw shade at Durk without saying a word. You can see it in her eyes. These micro-reactions amplified the drama, turning the court confirmation into a full-blown cultural moment that had everyone talking. The first real confrontation reportedly happened immediately after the court session. Sources say Durk's team cornered an associate in the courthouse hallway, voices raised, emotions boiling. Why did this get leaked? Durk allegedly demanded, finger pointed, voice low but tense enough to carry through the space. The associate reportedly stammered, trying to explain that it wasn't intentional, that they were just sharing information with someone they trusted. "You can't trust anyone these days," another team member muttered, shaking their head. Meanwhile, Von's family waited outside, furious, unsure if they should confront Durk or take legal steps of their own. The scene was a powder keg, each party loaded with suspicion, grief, and anger. In the midst of this, a new character emerged, longtime friend of King Von, who had stayed silent for months. Sources claim this friend sent a series of private messages to the media, hinting at untold truths that could alter the public's perception of both Durk and Von. The messages, though cryptic, were enough to spark rumors of betrayal within Von's circle, causing family members to whisper among themselves in fear and confusion. Who can we trust? One family member reportedly asked aloud, pacing back and forth. Everybody seems to have an angle. The drama was piling up, layer upon layer, each revelation seeming more explosive than the last dot. Rumors of secret meetings surfaced almost immediately. Insiders claim that Durk had held a late-night strategy session with his closest advisors, pacing in a dimly lit studio, debating the next public statement. "We need to control the narrative," he allegedly said, voice low but urgent. "Fans are already confused. We can't let this spiral." Meanwhile, on the other side of the city, Von's family reportedly gathered in a private home, phones buzzing non-stop, trying to decide whether to release their own statement or wait for the legal team to guide them. Emotions ran high, tears mixed with anger, and every small decision felt monumental. It was a drama that could rival any reality TV showdown. Only this one was realer, at least real enough to shock millions. The media frenzy continued to escalate. Reporters outside the courthouse speculated on every movement, every glance, and every whispered word. Some claimed to have overheard family members accusing Durk of hiding evidence, while others insisted that Durk was being unfairly targeted by Von's inner circle. The uncertainty, the secrecy, and the tension created a perfect storm, leaving fans desperate for answers and gossip-hungry content creators scrambling to cover every angle. One viral clip even captured a brief argument between two fan groups, outside shouting at each other over loyalty to Durk versus loyalty to Von. Emotions were unchecked, raw, and unpredictable, and just when it seemed like the day couldn't get any more dramatic, a surprise witness appeared, someone who had been at the center of past interactions between Durk and Von, whose identity had remained a mystery until now. Sources allege this witness claimed to have seen events firsthand that could shift public perception dramatically. Their statement, while brief, was described as explosive by insiders, leaving both Durk's and Von's teams scrambling to respond. Social media lit up again, hashtags trending within minutes, with fans debating the credibility, intentions, and possible fallout from this sudden revelation. By the time the courthouse cleared, the city was buzzing. Every fan, friend, and family member had their own theory, their own narrative, and their own speculation about what would happen next. The confirmation of new developments was no longer just a court update, had become a full-blown story of drama, betrayal, secrecy, and tension that was destined to dominate the hip-hop world for weeks to come. The first act of this saga had closed, but the underlying conflicts, rivalries, and emotions were just beginning to surface, setting the stage for twists and turns that no one could have predicted. As the courthouse emptied, the tension did not fade. Instead, it seemed to follow everyone, clinging to them like a shadow. Lil Durk stepped outside first, hood pulled low, sunglasses masking his expression, but insiders say the tight line of his jaw and the slight tremor in his hands gave away the storm brewing inside. Fans waiting across the street caught every move, phones raised, capturing what would instantly become viral clips. "He looks like he's about to explode," someone whispered. The comment instantly shared and reposted across platforms. Durk's entourage tried to keep the crowd at bay, but the energy was electric. Emotions ran high, rumors flew, and every small gesture was analyzed like evidence in a trial of public opinion. Meanwhile, King Von's family regrouped across town in a private location, phones buzzing non-stop. Family members argued over whether to issue a statement, and some reportedly considered going live on social media to address fans directly. "We can't just sit here and let this story be told without us," one cousin reportedly said, slamming her hand on the table. Tensions escalated when another family member suggested waiting for the legal team, arguing that anything said in the heat of emotion could be twisted. The room became a battlefield of opinions, grief, and simmering anger. Whispers of betrayal surfaced again, with some family members insisting that one of Von's closest associates had been feeding information to Durk's camp. Emotions ran high, tears mixed with rage, and the family was left divided like never before. In the midst of all this, social media chaos reached new heights. Fans dissected every courthouse clip, speculating on Durk's next move and Von's family's strategy. A viral post claimed, "Durk just signaled to someone behind the cameras, clearly planning something we can't see." Another video compiled moments where Von's relatives appeared visibly frustrated, captions reading, "The family is split, and you can feel it." Memes flooded in, some humorous, some pointed, all adding to the growing frenzy. Insiders reported that even music industry figures were weighing in, sharing opinions and stoking the fire. "This isn't just court drama," one industry insider said. "This is culture, loyalty, and legacy colliding in real time." Late that evening, a dramatic twist hit when an anonymous source claimed that new documents related to the case had been leaked. According to the leaks, private conversations and texts suggested that one of Durk's inner circle may have been attempting to negotiate behind the scenes with Von's family. The news spread like wildfire. Durk reportedly called an emergency meeting at his studio, pacing the room, his face a mixture of frustration and determination. "We need to control what's out there," he allegedly said, pointing at a whiteboard covered with scribbles, charts, and names. "Everything we do now shapes perception. One wrong move, and we lose everything." Von's family, on the other side of the city, reportedly received their own tip about the leak. Emotions ran high as trust issues resurfaced. How could they even think to play games with Von's legacy? One relative reportedly yelled, voice shaking. Another suggested that perhaps it was a test of loyalty within their own ranks. Accusations flew, and old grudges resurfaced. Whispers of betrayal were exchanged in low, heated tones, as the family tried to decide whether to confront the person allegedly responsible or take legal action immediately. The tension was almost cinematic, with each side trapped in a web of suspicion. Grief and high-stakes things escalated further when a video surfaced on social media showing a heated confrontation outside a recording studio, allegedly between Durk's team and an associate rumored to have leaked information. Sources claim that voices were raised, phones almost thrown, and security had to step in to separate the parties. A witness reportedly shouted, "This is about loyalty. You can't just play both sides." A clip went viral within minutes, racking up millions of views, and comments were flooded with outrage, support, and disbelief. Fans were obsessed, replaying the footage, dissecting every gesture, every expression, and every shouted word. The drama was becoming larger than the actual court case itself. The next morning brought even more chaos. A new social media account appeared, allegedly run by a former insider close to Von, claiming to reveal untold truths. The account posted cryptic messages, videos, and screenshots suggesting secret deals, hidden conversations, and even feuds that had been simmering for years. The posts immediately went viral, igniting fan debates and fueling speculation about alliances, betrayals, and motives. Durk reportedly called his team again, concerned about the narrative spiraling out of control. "We can't let them rewrite this story without us," he allegedly said, voice tense. Amidst all this, a surprise development emerged. Sources claimed that an unexpected mediator, respected figure from the Chicago rap scene had stepped in, attempting to facilitate a private conversation between Durk and Von's family. Reportedly, the mediator emphasized that both sides needed to clarify intentions before things escalated further. Durk allegedly agreed to meet, but Von's family was divided. Some members wanted immediate reconciliation, while others insisted that no dialogue should happen until the legal matters were fully addressed. The divide within the family added another layer of suspense and unpredictability. As days passed, rumors of secret negotiations spread. Insiders claimed that messages exchanged between Durk's camp and Von's family suggested possible truce talks, but with heavy conditions. Reportedly, one family member demanded a public acknowledgement of Von's legacy, while Durk's team wanted assurances that nothing said would be used against them legally. The conversations, though private, leaked in small fragments to social media, fueling speculation and giving fans endless material to dissect. Every cryptic post, every subtle comment became evidence of a much larger, more complex drama unfolding behind closed doors. Meanwhile, the media coverage intensified. News outlets and rap news channels alike picked up the story, highlighting every microdrama, Durk's tense glances in interviews, Von's family's conflicted statements, leaked documents, and insider tips. The narrative was spinning rapidly, and fans were eating it up. Discussions about loyalty, betrayal, and respect dominated comment sections while hashtags trended nonstop. The story had become more than just legal proceedings, it had transformed into a cultural event, a saga that people followed like a reality TV series, each update more explosive than the last. Another twist allegedly came from an unexpected party of former collaborator of Von's, who had remained silent after his passing. Sources claim that this person reached out to Durk directly, offering information about past events that could change perceptions of both artists. Reportedly, Durk's reaction was intense. He allegedly called his closest advisors immediately, debating whether to acknowledge the contact publicly or use the information privately. Von's family reportedly heard about the outreach through mutual contacts, and the news reignited old tensions and fresh suspicions. Fans speculated endlessly about what the messages could contain, and social media theories multiplied. As the week progressed, tension and drama escalated to new heights. Reports claimed that one of Durk's allies had leaked a brief video showing a private conversation which some interpreted as threatening. The clip, though short, was enough to spark wide. Insiders hinted that emotions were running dangerously high, with both sides teetering on the edge of confrontation. While the public remained glued to their screens in the midst of this whirlwind, Durk reportedly held a private reflection, speaking with close confidants about the legacy, the fans, and the ongoing media storm. "This isn't just about me or Von," he allegedly said quietly, voice tight. "This is bigger than all of us. The narrative will last long after today." At the same time, Von's family grappled with grief, loyalty, and public perception. The divide within the family made decisions complicated, as each member weighed emotion against strategy, respect against retaliation. The drama, tension, and uncertainty had created a volatile mix, with no clear resolution in sight as both sides stand at a crossroads. Durk, under pressure to protect his image and legacy. Von's family, torn between grief and anger. And fans caught in the middle, obsessively analyzing every hint, whisper, and leak. The saga continues to unfold, leaving questions unanswered, suspicions high, and the stage set for even more explosive twists. The story is far from over, and the stakes could not be higher. The city woke to a new wave of chaos. Overnight, a series of posts on social media reignited the Lil Durk and King Von saga, and fans were losing it. Alleged screenshots of private messages leaked from both camps, hinting at confrontations, secret deals, and simmering resentment that had been kept hidden from the public. One post suggested that Durk's team had attempted to reach Von's family multiple times, only to be met with skepticism and outright refusal. The commentary section exploded. "They're playing chess while the family is trapped in checkmate," one fan wrote. Another commented, "This is turning into a full-blown TV drama." The tension was palpable, and insiders claimed both sides were now moving cautiously, knowing that one wrong step could blow the entire narrative wide open. Behind closed doors, sources said Durk's studio became a war room. Advisors argued over whether to make public statements or remain silent. Each move analyzed for its potential impact on fans, media, and Von's family. Reportedly, Durk sat quietly for a long stretch, staring at his phone, scrolling through posts and leaks, weighing each potential reaction. "We can't just react," he allegedly said, voice low but intense. "Everything we do now sets the tone for the next chapter." The room hummed with tension. Even the usual light-hearted banter of studio life had vanished, replaced by whispers, side glances, and a sense of unease that hung in the air. Von's family, still reeling from the initial court confirmation and subsequent leaks, reportedly held a meeting at a private location. Tears, anger, and frustration mixed together, emotions running unchecked. "We have to protect Von's legacy," one family member reportedly shouted, pacing the room. Another insisted that public engagement was necessary, claiming that fans deserved the truth. The family was divided, and whispers of betrayal resurfaced. Insiders claimed that arguments became heated, voices raised, and accusations thrown with little regard for consequence. Some members questioned whether they could trust insiders within their own circle, fearing that loyalties were fractured and secrets were being sold. The media frenzy intensified further when a short video surfaced, showing what appeared to be a tense exchange between Durk and a mutual acquaintance of Von. In the clip, Durk's expression was unreadable, but his tone reportedly sharp. "You need to be clear about where you stand," he allegedly said. The other person, visibly nervous, reportedly responded, "I'm just trying to keep things from blowing up." Fans immediately dissected the video, speculating endlessly about the context, the individuals involved, and the hidden messages in Durk's tone and gestures. The clip went viral, with millions of views within hours, and social media erupted into a frenzy of commentary, speculation, and heated debates. A dramatic twist reportedly occurred when an anonymous source claimed that a new piece of evidence had surfaced, a recording allegedly capturing private conversations between key figures from both camps, revealing motives and tensions that had previously been hidden. Insiders said the recording was controversial, sparking intense debates over its authenticity and implications. Durk's team reportedly met late into the night, discussing whether to release statements addressing the content or letting it circulate unchecked. Von's family, on the other hand, reportedly feared the recording could inflame emotions and deepen existing divisions. The situation was a powder keg, and every move seemed to carry enormous risk. Fans, of course, were obsessed. Clips, screenshots, and screenshots of screenshots circulated across platforms. TikTok compilations dissected every expression, gesture, and tone of voice. Fans debated endlessly over whose side to take, what the leaks really meant, and how this would affect both Durk's career and Von's legacy. Online arguments spilled into comment sections, creating heated exchanges between supporters of both camps. One viral tweet claimed, "This is bigger than music. It's about loyalty and truth," while another argued, "You don't understand the context. This is personal, not just public." The frenzy was relentless, with each new leak or post adding fuel to the fire as the drama escalated. Insiders revealed that Durk allegedly attempted to reach Von's family again, hoping to clarify intentions and prevent further misunderstandings. Reportedly, a tense phone call took place where voices were raised, emotions poured out, and accusations surfaced. "We're trying to protect his name," Durk allegedly said. The response, however, was reportedly icy. "Your actions have consequences. And this isn't just about words." The call ended without resolution, leaving both sides frustrated, suspicious, and emotionally exhausted. The public, unaware of the full details, watched anxiously as speculation ran wild, turning each fragment of information into an endless debate. Another layer of drama emerged when an old friend of Von's, previously silent, allegedly came forward with claims about past interactions involving Durk. The friend reportedly suggested that certain events had been misrepresented in the past, and that understanding the truth required reconsidering long-held assumptions. The revelation reportedly caused ripples among Von's family, reigniting discussions about trust, loyalty, and how much of the past had truly been known. Fans immediately latched onto the story, with posts, videos, and threads dissecting every potential implication. In addition, sources hinted at a private confrontation between two influential figures from Durk's camp and Von's circle. Reportedly, the meeting was intense, voices raised, and emotions raw. "You don't understand what's at stake," one person allegedly shouted. The other responded, "We understand perfectly. That's why we're standing our ground." Insiders claimed the meeting ended without resolution, leaving tensions simmering beneath the surface. ready to erupt at any moment. The potential fallout of this confrontation, combined with ongoing social media scrutiny, created a perfect storm of drama, suspicion, and anticipation. Amidst the chaos, rumors surfaced about secret settlements and behind-the-scenes negotiations. Some sources claimed that Durk's team had approached Von's family with conditions for potential collaboration or resolution, while other insiders disputed this, suggesting that talks were purely about legal clarity. The uncertainty only fueled fan speculation, creating a narrative of high-stakes intrigue. "They're playing a dangerous game," one viral post read, "and the world is watching." The tension was palpable, and fans eagerly awaited the next move, every tweet, post, and video analyzed for hidden meaning. Towards the end of the week, drama took an emotional turn. Reportedly, one of Von's relatives broke down during a private discussion, tears mingling with anger and frustration. "I can't believe it's come to this," they allegedly said. "We're supposed to be honoring him, not fighting over scraps of information." The moment reportedly resonated deeply with others in the family, highlighting the emotional toll of the saga. Durk, meanwhile, was reportedly seen reflecting quietly in his studio, concerned about the media storm, the leaks, and how each action could impact both his image and Von's legacy. The emotional intensity was nearly tangible, a mixture of grief, anger, and high-stakes decision-making. The saga continued to unfold as insiders hinted at potential confrontations in public spaces. Reportedly, security measures were increased for both camps. Anticipating possible fan altercations, paparazzi chaos, or unexpected encounters. Social media commentary, as always, exploded with speculation, with posts warning, supporting, or criticizing both sides. The public was engrossed, and each new development seemed to push the narrative further into a high-drama spectacle, far beyond the initial court confirmation. With both camps at the peak of tension, leaks, confrontations, emotional breakdowns, and media frenzy have set the stage for an inevitable climax. Both Lil Durk and King Von's family are on high alert. Fans are glued to every update, and the drama has reached a fever pitch that can only escalate from here. The narrative has become a whirlwind of emotion, secrecy, and speculation, leaving everyone wondering what will happen next and who will make the next move. The city seemed to be holding its breath. Tensions between Lil Durk and King Von's family had reached a boiling point, and insiders reported that emotions were running higher than ever. Social media was flooded with speculations, cryptic messages, and leaked videos, each more explosive than the last. Fans were obsessed, dissecting every glance, gesture, and word for hidden meaning. One viral post claimed, "This is more than music. This is loyalty and respect on the line," while another thread argued that the entire saga was a calculated game of perception. The anticipation was palpable, and the pressure on both camps was immense. Durk's camp reportedly held emergency meetings to address the leaks, public scrutiny, and mounting speculation. Sources said Durk himself was visibly tense, pacing the room, phone in hand, scrolling through the latest social media frenzy. "We have to control this narrative," he allegedly told his closest advisors. "If we don't, it'll spiral into something uncontrollable." Advisors argued about whether to release a statement, remain silent, or attempt a private reconciliation with Von's family. Each option carried risks, and the room was filled with a mix of fear, frustration, and determination. Durk reportedly leaned back, taking a deep breath, realizing that one wrong move could define the next chapter of his career. Meanwhile, Von's family was reportedly struggling with their own internal conflict. Emotions ran high as grief, anger, and loyalty collided. Some members insisted that no contact with Durk's camp should happen until all legal matters were settled, while others pushed for private discussions to prevent further misunderstandings. Arguments became heated, voices raised, and tears mingled with frustration. Insiders claim that the family was more divided than ever, with accusations of betrayal resurfacing. "We can't let this narrative control Von's legacy," one member reportedly shouted, slamming their fist on the table. The media frenzy showed no signs of slowing. Clips, posts, and leaked screenshots dominated headlines and social media feeds. One particularly viral video appeared to show a tense standoff between Durk's team and Von's family's representatives at a neutral location. Insiders said emotions ran high, voices were sharp, and security had to intervene to prevent the situation from escalating further. Fans dissected the video endlessly, speculating about hidden motives, secret alliances, and potential confrontations. The narrative had become a mix of fact, rumor, and drama, keeping audiences glued to every update. A shocking twist reportedly emerged when an anonymous insider claimed that a previously unknown recording had surfaced, allegedly capturing a conversation between Durk and one of Von's close associates. The recording, if authentic, hinted at reconciliation talks that had been secretly underway for weeks. Reportedly, Durk expressed a desire to honor Von's legacy while also protecting his own reputation. "We have to do this the right way," he allegedly said. "We can't let emotions ruin everything." The revelation sparked a new wave of speculation online, with fans debating the authenticity of the recording and its potential implications for both camps at the same time. Von's family reportedly received another cryptic tip, suggesting that someone within Durk's inner circle had been leaking information intentionally to manipulate public perception. Emotions ran high, and accusations flew. Some family members reportedly wanted to confront the alleged leaker immediately, while others argued that caution was necessary to avoid legal repercussions. The divide deepened, highlighting just how fragile trust had become on both sides. Insiders claimed that family members spent hours discussing strategy, weighing the potential fallout of every decision. As the tension mounted, Durk reportedly made a bold move. Sources claim he reached out directly to Von's family, requesting a private meeting to clear the air and address lingering misunderstandings. Reportedly, the initial response was cautious. Some family members were hesitant, fearing manipulation or ulterior motives. Others, however, believed that dialogue was necessary to prevent further escalation. The stage was set for a high-stakes, emotionally charged meeting, with the public anxiously watching for any leaks or updates. The meeting, according to insiders, was intense. Emotions ran high as both sides aired grievances, expressed frustrations, and tried to navigate the delicate balance between respect, loyalty, and perception. Reportedly, Durk admitted mistakes, emphasizing his desire to honor Von's legacy, while Von's family expressed anger over leaks, perceived betrayals, and the media circus surrounding the saga. At one point, a family member allegedly shouted, "You can't